I can't I can't stand y'all. All y'all top channels, y'all hyping this fight up. Y'all been hyping it up the whole. Kell Brook is watched zero dog, and we know he will quit. Sean Porter gets hit with a similar spot shot from Spence. In the midst of punching, gets caught, gets up, fights. Kell Brook get hits with a similar shot. You can still It was still something left. Doesn't want to go anymore. This is why he wanted Kell Brook. There's zero dog. We know Kell Brook will quit. He said it before the fight. Damaged goods, hadn't been at 47 in years. What Crawford continues to show, he's better than average. All of the guys that he fight, they're either just naturally average or average when he fights them, meaning they're past their prime, i.e. Kell Brook. So if we're gonna give him all this credit, we might as well just go ahead and put Devin Haney on a pound for pound list because he beat Gamboa. If we gonna act like this is the same Brook that fought Triple G and this is the same Brook that fought Earl Spence 3-4 years ago, hadn't made 147. And we gonna just act like that. Let's just put Devin Haney on a pound for pound list for his performance because it was more spectacular than Crawford. With age or nothing doesn't matter. This was the same Gamboa that fought Crawford, and he landed some great shots on Crawford, but he didn't touch Devin Haney. So let's just give Devin Haney pound for pound too. But we don't do it like that because we understand that context matters. Is he better than average? Yes, Crawford is better than average. But all of this, oh, he just because he did that to him, he'll do it. Fight a dog. Fight Sean Porter. Stop running. They putting this Pacquiao rumors out there. So when they say, oh man, we couldn't fight Sean Porter because first he didn't have a belt, neither did Brook. He was Spence leftovers. So was Brook. Bob said he would make the fight. Well, his dad is just saying it. He's not saying it. Well, he said it now. So he has a million excuses when it comes to Sean Porter. But we'll fight Danny or Spence. So now the thing is they're gonna try to run to Danny, win or lose. If Spence goes elsewhere, they go to Danny, win or lose, and again sidestep Porter. And then this is what they'll say: we were in the midst of negotiating Pacquiao and Crawford. We got another thing, even though everything is about to shut down again. Everybody do know that. We know it's supposed to be talks of a mandatory that you might have to get, that mandatory joint and or get approved to get into arenas or events. But right now, in the foreseeable future, everything is about to get shut down again. Couldn't make Pacquiao happen when he was on top rank. It's no talk of it right now. If you believe that, I got a bridge in Mississippi. I got a lake in Nevada in the middle of the desert for you. Stop the overhype. You can give somebody props because what we know from Bud, he take care of his business against these average fighters. So at best, you're a C plus because you're better than average. So you're not a C, you're not a C minus. You're beating the C's and a C minus. So you're a C plus or a B minus at best. Cause I like that poster win. I like that. I like that. But yeah, you're a C plus or a B minus. Now, until proven otherwise, you're just you're above average. You do what you're supposed to do against the average guys, whether it be because they're naturally average or they're past their prime. Stop with the Spence's ducking. He chose to go on the other side where nobody's at. So he dry duck everybody. He doesn't want any competition. He just wants a retirement plan fight with Earl Spence. So he's going to avoid any real competition like a Sean Porter, who's a live dog right now, who's better than he was when he first fought Kell Brook. Sean has constantly developed. Sean has constantly stayed in shape. Sean has constantly added things to his game. And he's a more complete fighter today than he was when he fought a prime Kell Brook. Let's stop the nonsense. Let's stop the overhyping. Like I said, I'm not a Spence guy at this point. I was. I'm not a Bud guy at this point. I felt the best fighter in 147 is Sean Porter. I had him only losing to Kell Brook. I had him beating Keith Thurman, a prime Kell Brook, and I had him beating Earl Spence. and I would favor him against Crawford. Slight favor. I think it'll be a good fight. I think it'll be a classic. I think it'll be a dog fight in that pocket. I want to see Crawford, how he reacts when somebody backs him up to them ropes. I think the fight that he really wants, that spectacular show, I don't think it's the Spence. I think the real fight is Bud versus Sean Porter, because everything that you look for in regards to excitement in a fight, a back and forth battle of wheel, battle of dogs, battle of two pit bulls, you just let them off the leash. One has more of a street edge, and one is just a tough guy who gonna stand on business like Sean Porter. That's the fight that you want when you talk about two great fighters getting in the ring and locking horns. Um, let's make that fight happen. Let's push for that fight. Let's stop talking about the Spence fight. He already told you what he's doing. He's fighting Danny Garcia. Then he's gonna try to get Pacquiao, which I don't think none of these guys gonna get. Pacquiao's a coward. He doesn't want to fight any top competition. And if he don't get Pacquiao, I guess he'll just go straight into the Bud. But all of this expectations that they have, it's not gonna be there because they getting ready to shut everything back down again. So you're gonna have to push that to the end of the year. So then they'll both probably take a fight in between then this less. So if you could keep putting this expectation on, you want to maximize the money, this fight might not never happen because the numbers could keep going up, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down, unless everybody gets a mandatory VAT. So unless that happens, you might be waiting till 2022 before they even perfect it to the point where they could just give it out like that. Because then it's gonna be the first wave on how do the first wave of people get it, and then it's gonna only be in certain places, and then it's gonna be complaints. Well, why are people just getting into sports events? What about poor people? So it's gonna be a whole. So with if you relying on everybody to get a mandatory vax, something to get in events, you might be waiting to 2022. It's a lot going on. I respect it. But I just had text somebody, Brook is ready to go before the round started. Go check the video on my prediction. It it's no surprise to me. Brook is not a dog. He's known to quit. He has that he doesn't have that American push through, bite down. When it gets rough, Kell Brook is gonna get out of there, and that's what we seen tonight. Bud has shown himself to be better than average, as I've been saying. But until he fights somebody that's we know is above average, that's a B for sure, like a Sean Porter, we don't know what Bud Crawford is. Was he a C plus? Is he a B minus? Or is he in that B, A minus category? Floyd Mayweather is the gold standard. That's my A plus. And I rank everything else according on the Floyd Mayweather curve. Trap Media. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out.